situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they pay, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 start. Check, Mike 42.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 42's the mark. Check 42's the mark. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Shift. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Whip. 9. Watch the whip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Check 54. At 59. Switch. Check nickel. Find the blow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
A 43-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. 6 guys. Go.
And they give this time to the tailback. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Now.
Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate. One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Throwing on 2nd down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. 6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Watson, that's complete, right around the 8. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. Burnett, he finds an opening past the 40. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Check three.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
24. 51 to Mike. 51. Switch up. 36. Delta. Mike 59.
Now it's Watson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, baby. I'll get him. 54. Get him. Alert. Switch it. Switch it. Hey, alert 3. 26.
On first down, Dobbins. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill. Hey, pick it up. Kill.
From the gun, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's what he's... Got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Burnett, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down, Denver.
Ready. 70, Indy.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
They come out here in the eye.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 50. Check 50.
On On third down, it's Burnett, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Give me some. Give me some. Down, he's coming. You got tight. You got tight.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
2nd and 14. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Come on, set, 8, read. 61, matchbox, light. Check.
They'll run on first down. Burnett, and he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
At the 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, high 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete on the tempo. It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Rush in, 31.
The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Watson now. A final shot before break. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, LA. A great play there. 81 yards as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I think what we're seeing from him means the future has arrived, because I think most teams are looking for that hybrid running back, the guy who can run it, of course, but who can catch it as well. And those catching skills, exactly why they chose him early in the draft.
And it's one thing to have a catch for 5-10 yards. It's another to be able to break off a long play like that.
Yeah, we saw it in college, his ability to spread out, catch the football. He's brought it to the NFL as well.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey! On the ball. Go.
Mike 5-4. Hey, I'm coming.
Go.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Burnett. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Break.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Gotta do better.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
2nd and 1. Man open, that's Juwan Winfrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Denver.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Protein spill.
57.
Go.
On first down, Burnett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here we go. Set. 15 run. 15 run. Snap.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Show at 55. Watch twins. Watch 24. Watch out. 24 is down. He's coming.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Check three. Under 10. 10.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 55. Hey, Mike 51. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Mike 51. It's a party now. Kill. Switch. And go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 13. 59. 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, complete. It's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Slam. Joker. 24.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Switch.
At the Broncos' 10-yard line.
Check. Crunch. Watch the safety creep. Out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Watch the twist. Check it back to 54. Check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now, a huge third down conversion. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Broncos.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Open man is Winfrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. Burnett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Go! Watch the ship!
Pilot, 64, wait!
Watch the ship! He's crushing!
Ready?
They'll try the left side. It's Burnett, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Haskins' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Go, go, go. Shit. He's checking. Crap.
Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 49 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game.